Squire Waldo with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Squire Waldo. Says some Jews believe there are two worlds, but only one God. We live in a world that is a challenge. The faithless believe there is only one world, but many gods, and they worship those gods. Are these gods jinn?
Yeah, that's it. That's what Quran says, is that you took these jinns as your Lord and Saviors. Because of the superior might and power, who brought these megalith structures? You think some slaves did that with a stick and a rock? But these were the jinn entities that would show their power and their superiority, and as a result they were bowed down to. And what they wanted was the worshipping of people, and they said, oh, they're aliens from many thousands of years. They live for thousands of years, their life is 4,000 years. So these manifestations and all these things that we're seeing, that's from their reality, and that's their existence and their power, and the importance of how to manifest our good nature and our good character is the immense reality of our being. How to bring that about and how to bring that energy about.
Excellent answer. Thank you, sir. Narat Anaxaman Bear with a $5 super chat says, what a great episode. I'm looking forward to many, many more. Thank you, Narat. I appreciate that, my friend. Lord of the Eagles Reaches with a €5 super chat. Thank you, Lord of the Eagles Reaches. Says, need more of these chats. We are all the same, different paths, same destination. Well, that's part of what we talk about here. Thank you, Lord of the Eagles Reaches. Douchebag Kylo with a $4.99 super chat, referring to Kylo Ren. We don't love the Disney sequel trilogy for Star Wars around here, Shaykh, just so you know.
Okay.
And we can talk about it in 1 second about how Disney took, for those kinds of agendas, changed a heroic story into a dark story. But let's answer the super.
Sure.
Yeah. No, that's a good. I'd love to talk about that.
The one thing that I forgot about what the gentleman asked about the gods is that that they come to make themselves to be worshipped, and that the belief that there can only be one God, because there's a circle. Our existence is like a dot. So it says, much as you zoom into the dot, the circumference can expand infinitely. So all of this existence is but a dot for God.
Yeah.
No matter how big we think we are, it's just one dot. And then take that dot and look at a microscope with it, what happens? The circumference of it begins to expand. Circumference can be infinite in size, but there can only be one center of power. And the space from the center to the circumference is always equal. Means that everyone has an equal opportunity to reach to the Divine Presence. And the messengers of God were the radius, what we call the Rasuls. So God gives it to us in the symbol of a circle, and that's why in our sacred geometry the importance of the circle. So every point on the circumference has access to the center, but there can only be one center of power powering everything, or there would be an immense battle. Can you imagine if there were multiple powers, then the sun was not going to rise, the orbit of the planet would not be in this orbit. So many of these different realities, there's a self-evident proof of everything. There can only be one center power, and that reaches to all the points of the circumference. And that's the importance of how to connect. So spiritual path is that you live your life on the circumference, and now you want to move towards the center. So it's not looking out, but looking in.